Hello my dudes. Welcome back to another relaxing doodle video with me, the Doodler. And today I thought we would be going over a new sketchbook that I got. I just went to Walmart today and decided to pick up a nice new sketchbook. And it's actually quite small. It's not very big at all. I'll give you a little comparison with my chapstick. So it's not a very big notebook. But it looks very cute. It's very small, so I thought we could just kind of get a feel of the new notebook. And maybe do some tapping. And then maybe do a couple doodles on the inside. So let's get into the video. It's a nice sturdy book. And it's just the perfect little pocket book size. I think it'd be nice to fill this up with a bunch of little doodles. If you open it up a little bit, the tapping has a different sound. And then when you close it, it's a much deeper noise. And you open it, there we go. There we go. I also got a couple new pens. And as you all know, I'm a very big fan of ballpoint pen. So we can look at a couple of these. It's just a standard ballpoint pen. Doesn't even have a clicky. Just the tip that we all know and love. This pen will not let you down. It's consistent, reliable. I did get a bunch of new pens over Christmas, but that was a while ago, obviously. And every single one of the tips of those pens have been smushed in, and they are now unusable. So, there we go. Why don't we find us a page? just big enough. They're almost the size of the index cards that I like to use. So we can just go through the pages every time we make a video. So here we go. Let's see what kind of doodles we're going to meet on this first page of our new sketchbook. Starting with an eye here, it looks like. Just a simple eye for a simple doodle. There we go. Little nose. And someone's mouth here. First impression. The paper feels great. The pen, I knew, would be fantastic. I knew it wouldn't let me down. But the paper feels really nice. Just like that. There. Maybe she's got some glasses. She looks kind of like a librarian or something. There we go. Doodle number 1 of the page. There we go. I also did get a couple new mechanical pencils, which we can get into. It says they're extra strong, break resistant leads. Just a simple mechanical pencil. I like the orange and blue. It reminds me of Dragon Ball Z's colors. You know, Goku's colors. I don't know if you can really see that tip. It's quite thick. There we go. Let's give it a try. pretty good. I feel like graphite always kind of reflects the light a little weird, so you might get a not as dark seeming doodle, but instead you'll get a more grayish, reflective looking doodle. Like this. The pencil feels great. We could even bring this up just a little. I could even hold up the book because it's so small and it's very light, and just kind of add a little doodle myself here, keeping it above the table, changing up the direction of the light so that you get a little better angle of it. There we go. Feels pretty good. I like that the sketchbook is actually small because sometimes I get a little overwhelmed with how much space is left on the page when I doodle. And I have this desire to fill every white space there is. And with a much larger sketchbook, you get kind of stuck thinking about how you're going to fill all that space. You know what I mean? And then instead, when you have a smaller space to work with, it's much more manageable. That turned into quite the large hand. There we go. Lastly, I bought this assorted markers, Prismacolor. Just something, nothing too fancy. Comes with these different types of tips. I've used these before. This one is called a chisel tip marker. A C for chisel, I'm guessing. And it kind of looks like a Sharpie tip. Let's see if you can see it. There. Just like that. This gives it a really fine tip, or you can turn it a little, and it's much thicker. all sorts of fun with this type of pen. Next we have a brush tip marker. It's got a B here for brush tip. This one's pretty typical. A very fine tip. If the lighter you use it, and then darker if you want it to add more pressure to it. Really light. And dark. It can be really dark, it looks like. Really thick. The heavier you push into the paper. This is a fine line marker. It's got a 0.5. Very fine tip. But thicker than the other ones I've had. We can turn we'll just fill up this little space here before we turn the page, actually. Oh yeah, I like the way this feels. Just a nice little pen, thin tipped. Can go quite light if you want to. It seems the faster that you move the pen, it just kind of goes even lighter. And lastly, we have another fine line marker, but this is a 0.05. And it's very fine tipped. This one you'd come in for very fine lines, I'd imagine. Hair or something. Any pressure to it. Be as light as possible. I can see myself using this pen. All of these pens for certain situations. Turn the page. And on the back side here, we can just do a quick little doodle using the ballpoint pen. Starting with the eyes of whoever our subject will be. Wide-eyed or wide-browed, maybe in a state of surprise or disbelief or something. come in here with a little hair. I wonder who our friend here is. Just a very simple doodle. Just a quick little sketch. There we go. I hope you enjoyed the video. An introduction to my new sketchbook. Very small pocket sketchbook. Perfect for quick little sketches and doodles, which I love to do. And I'm looking forward to trying out those new pens that I showed you.